Well, a very good morning to you once again, Desiree, and to the viewers. Yes, so court started promptly at 10 o'clock this morning, and we did see that report furnished to the Durban High Court, as well as the defense advocate Jayed Paulse requested an internal forensic report from state witness Nomhle Ngubane with regards to the internal investigation forensic report that took place where we find ourselves today, looking into the alleged corruption and tender fraud of nearly 300 million rand. Zandile Gumede and 21 others stand accused of. Well, the court did receive the report. However, there were some sections of that report missing, and defense advocate Jayed Paulse is now asking the witness, where exactly are those papers? Where are those sections of the report, and why are they missing? Now, when the state prosecutor did address the court, she also told the court that she does not know why certain sections of the report were missing, and that the witness would have to explain to this court as to why those documents were not complete. So we did adjourn for a few minutes to allow the witness to regroup and for him to address the court again and talk about those outstanding documents that are missing. I'm just going to rope in now Ntando Kuzwayo. He is the spokesperson for Zandile Gumede's supporters. Ntando, you have been listening throughout last week and this morning, and we've been talking about this internal forensic report by the CIIU as well as the IFS. Your take on what's currently playing out in court?
Thank you, Jayed, and good morning to your viewers. Firstly, let's start with this. When we adjourned on Friday, they were supposed to bring today a minutes of a meeting that would have been held by the department to take a decision that this matter was too big for the department, and then the department had to contract external services. Today, we are told that there is no such a report. So, at the end of this trial, we may find that there may have been malfeasance on the side of our officials, because they committed a city to an investigation that possibly costed millions of rands, which might even have exceeded the value of the tender in question, by the way. You know, so it is very shocking what is happening inside or what we are hearing. And I'm so sad that there are no cameras, because the whole world needs to see this, because we have been saying this is a political plot to tarnish the name of Mam Zandile and the other comrades who are involved in this matter. And what makes us so angry is that when they were arrested, you guys were there with your cameras, but suddenly where the devil in that detail is supposed to be shown to the whole world, you are not involved. Now, let me just tell you this. We were told here that a meeting within the department had said and taken a decision, but there is no record of such a meeting. So this means someone instructed someone to do something, and we ended up being here today.
Well, Ntando, I suppose once court resumes, we'll find out where exactly those meetings, where the paper, the document disappeared to, and possibly also find out where exactly the sum of monies. There's also a section within that report, Desiree, detailing how much IFS was paid to carry out this investigation. You would know if you've been following this, like Ntando says, CIIU came on board to investigate the alleged claims after an anonymous tip-off from someone, a whistleblower, took documents to the investigative units department. They then did an internal investigation, and that is the particular report that we are speaking of now. Now, what has come out to play is that there are no minutes of that report, including how much IFS, which is an external audit firm, were brought in to also investigate further. Now, IFS would have investigated and then handed over their report, including the internal report done by the CIIU, to the Hawks. Now, those are the documents that are outstanding. We are awaiting to see whether that indeed does exist. We did hear the judge calling for those documents, because that is the premise of why we are here today. That details how much the tender cost, and also, in fact, was there ever a meeting that took place by CIIU, the head of CIIU, that being Mr. Ngubane, as well as several other of the investigative units to actually investigate this matter. But we'll be bringing you all the latest with regards to that information, and possibly find out whether, in fact, that report and sections of the report do exist, if at all, Desiree.
Jayed, those missing minutes, do they stand to jeopardize the case, the court case going on?
Well, one would say without the minutes, did a meeting in fact take place? And you would know that with regards to the minutes, the minutes in the meeting are very crucial for this case because the investigation took place 24 hours after Mr. Ngubane received an anonymous tip-off that there was this alleged corruption and fraud of a tender of over 300 million rand. This despite Mr. Ngubane saying that they only had 70 investigators within the CIU, that being the city's integrity investigating unit. So him actually authorizing this investigation within 24 hours after receiving that initial tip-off, that is also standing into question now. People are asking, or rather this court is asking, why was this matter put in the forefront after he had said in this court that there has been a backlog of cases, Desiree, and now with these minute meetings not being included into the initial report that was handed in to this court this morning, or furnished to this court, one has to ask the question, did a meeting ever take place with regards to the initial findings of this or the investigation for that matter? So where to from here, we don't know. We are still waiting to find out whether this does exist, where those minutes are, including that report detailing how much IFS, which is the external company, was paid and was brought in to assist CIIU with the investigation.